Hey, hi, hello! We are meeting today in the American Truck Simulator with the new truck which I'm drifting right now, or at least trying to. Very little, very nice. Oh yeah, we crashed. Okay, let's get back to service. That's unfortunate that we crashed, or I crashed. I crashed my new Volvo. Let's repair this little bugger. With little practice, when you get used to behavior and its traction on the sidewise, you can quite easily make this little guy drifting when it's without a cargo, when it's not attached to anything. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the new Volvo VNL, and it's in game called also Volvo VNL because this is something new. Old one was called this way and it was renamed to Volvo VNL 2014. So if you are looking for older model, then look for VNL 2014, and basic VNL is the new model. There is slight difference between those models. There are something missing for the new model, but the new model has also some other things added that are not present in the older model. Let's dive into this. As you can see, this is my test model. I was driving this around service for a while and broke a few things already, as you could see before. Okay, what we have here? We have 3 cabins on the short chassis, on the middle chassis, and on the long chassis. In terms of handling, it is mostly that longer chassis is little heavier, so it eliminates drifting problem, and longer chassis is harder to turn, so turning radius is little bigger in this chassis. Let's stay with this bigger one. In terms of wheels, we have standard setup, as you could see, 4x2, shortest one, a little go-kart for day cab only. Standard setups for 6x2 for short, medium and long, depending on the cab. This is basically the same rear end on all of those chassis. So we have 6x2, 6x2 with mid-lift, and 6x4, which is, as you can already see, more powerful in terms of hauling heavier cargos, and it has more grip, so it's way more hard to drift and make fun with this truck. In terms of engines, we start from 400 HP and we end with Cummins at 565, which is about 40 HP less than in previous Volvo model, but it's enough for this truck. We don't need to have an engine for heavy cargo because this truck will not haul heavy cargo. In the default, it's more like Freightliner Cascadia or Western Star 57X. What I said we are missing with comparison to previous model is chassis with 8x3 setups, so we have only 2 axles on the back on the new Volvo, when in the older version we could have 3 axles on the Volvo and use it for heavier hauling and that included more powerful engine, because older Volvo had 600 and 605 engines available, and this one have none of these powerful engines until someone will mod the files. In terms of transmission, there is practically nothing changed. There is standard setups for 10, 13, 18 speeds of manual and 6 speeds automatic. So you can definitely choose whatever suits you best. From my experience, quite nice is Allison 4500 with retarder 6-speed automatic for normal cargo, and if you want to haul something heavier, I strongly suggest using Ultra Shift with 18 speeds manual with retarder, which helps in braking track. But for this test purpose we will use 6-speed automatic. In terms of interior of truck, it's quite nice, spacey. We have almost everything we need, which I will also point in the moment what I miss here. We have in general 4 styles of interior, which is changing accents and covers of back wall and chairs. So this is mostly cosmetic thing that is changed. Of course, it costs. This pattern is, in my opinion, the worst because of those stripes, which are unfortunately not like you can see on this right side. It's darker, lighter pattern on this, so it's not only graphical interference, it looks that ugly by default. So I would choose one of those 3, probably this darker one, because it just looks a little bit more fitting for me. This is silver lining, this is black lining on the fridge and silver on the cab, and opposite way on the main. I think this is actually a bug, and this trim on the fridge should be in opposite, so fridge should have dark on dashboard and fridge, and standard should have silver here and there. Okay, this is interiors. Let's switch momentarily to accessories here. We have mirrors with blinker here, which I will correspond in the moment. You can have without blinker on the actual mirror side, so this is only visible for driver, but you can see also when watching sideways that you have blinker turned on, not only on dashboard, arrows on dashboard, but also arrows on actual mirrors like in Western Star. What else do we have here? There is only guitar to place on the back side, standard stuff as pillow to put on the table, to put on the floor, 6 magnets on the fridge. We have multiple choices of actual chairs or seats, as you would call this, different configurations. We have also option to choose none or one of the 3 carpets here. Side mirror will be better visible from the outside, and we will get back to this. Next thing we are missing here, at least I am missing here, it's that we have only one point to fit things on dashboard. There is absolutely nothing more. Classically we have license plates and GPS, which in form of phone is quite nice, but in form of additional screen covers front mirror. We have also infotainment system on the side, so we don't need to back up this GPS thingy. And in the middle we have option to have or not defrosting stripes on the glass. It is absolutely not used for anything in the game actually, but who knows if it will be needed sometimes. It helps to melt snow in snowy conditions, and in theory should help to get rid of the water at least after rain, because the wipers are going to put everything either below here or on the left side here, so it helps. From the bad things, if we are driving in the rain, both front mirror and side mirror is practically invisible and covered with water on the windshield or water on the side window, so it's harder to drive. Of course, we have hanging pennant here, and this is visible from the front, so we'll talk about this in the moment. We have two wheels to choose from. This is with orange trim, and there is standard one without trim. In other terms, it's default Volvo steering wheel, so nothing changes here. In terms of paints, we have standard set of single color, and we have some metallic ones available to choose from. We have all set of paintings available for from other paint job DLCs, but we have also few dedicated. Disable all, please. We have few dedicated for DLC Volvo. That will be faster to point them here. We have girl with guitar, with different options to repaint this. Scenery with hunting or catching mustangs, with option to change tint of whole schema. We have hot rod girl with track, different colors. We have Vikings. We were here first in original Volvo with different paints. Original moose, which is funny thing because moose is used also as mascot of Volvo trucks, so we have option to choose moose paint. Of course, we can define our colors, so we can get this in any form as we want, including pink moose, which is ugly, but who cares. There is some futuristic paintings that looks quite nice, and some classic hot rod ones. There is a unique dedicated painting for 25th anniversary of Volvo VNL. So this one is dedicated for use in this particular truck, and this paint job comes with fitting trailer, so you can have combo with cab and the trailer. We have two sets of random paints in forms of stripes, and of course dedicated random colored stuff here. And there is of course one more set to highlight here. This is classic steampunk. As you remember from steampunk, each truck has own dedicated steampunk painting, and this is this one. Original VNL had this paint without customization. This one is possible to choose paint for. So let's choose our Volvo VNL setup. We will use, I will show you in a moment how trailer for this painting looks like. And this For this track we are missing also any additional lights. We have only option to change sunlight visor. This is, as you can see, without any trim, with chrome trim, with black text or white text, depending on your actual paint scheme on the track. You can choose either of ones. Of course there are light points here, so track will be better visible. We have two sets of hazard of beacons. One is LED and second is old-fashioned strobe, which is rotary one, and it is not visible that much in workshop. We need to drive with this to see a little difference, but it's more like in actual look of this element and not how it works outside this track. We have 4 points for installing tones or horns, as you can call it in English. We have then areo set with black or painted on top and on the back, without areo elements and with areo elements. And we can get back to the ground right now. Rest can be done from this point of view. Those are license plates. Those are heating elements for the screen. We have two dots for mirrors here. One is about areo cover of mirror mount, which can go with chromed or black finish or without totally, and mirrors can go as black, painted and chrome versions with chrome installation or without chrome installation. This is painted one, and as you can see, between those two there is no difference, because this arrow that is pointing here is visible only from inside. You can or cannot, you can see this here. This is blinker mounted into the mirror. That might help or not. It's few dollars more, but in my opinion it's worth installing this. I don't want this, I don't want this. We have two dots on the hood. First changes absolutely nothing. Second changes additional back deflector. It covers some view from the cabin, so you may or may not choose any of those. Then we have grille, which can be total black, black with stripe, or chrome one. We have then option to choose new details on the air filters in the side, more visible or less visible depending on your paint scheme. Probably most choose two. Side mirrors on the hood can be removed, of course, and they are coming in black, painted or chrome version. We have standard setup for warning flags on the both sides. We have two sets of lights. One is more like painted back and second is more like transparent one. Functionality of those lamps is identical after use, so that doesn't change that much. And of course we have classic V shape of Volvo. There is blinker, standard beam and high beam, so no additional lights. We have then different combinations of bumper with chrome inserts and additional decals, and with fog lights that don't work and only look, so we can choose whatever we want. There is also special edition of this with heavier bumper, like for heavy hauling, but it's uglier in my opinion. I would stick with one of those bumpers here, probably with this one with fog lights. until I will not use oversized load, because then it covers fog lights. There is 3 types of bull bar to choose, nothing special here. And for the other bumper we have also oversized load here, and it's also covering lights, so it will not change anything. Let's get back. Wheels are default, nothing changed here. We have few options to choose door handles. This pin is for side skirts. We have few options to choose from here, with different text, Volvo or Globetrotter, and with additional stripe on the bottom. Also Volvo or Globetrotter. I would choose Globetrotter, because when we choose steps we have dedicated one with Volvo text. So right now we have Volvo Globetrotter, and with the first pin we can additionally put here some arcing lights with white glass or orange glass, of course those are LEDs, and on the bottom we can have white or black arrow elements. Getting more to the back, we have here changing information about engine. So if we use Cummins, there will be Cummins sticker here. If not, there will be only certified clean idle, and this is blinker. This is pin for exhaust, which is totally invisible in this setup. This is standard or chrome one, and there is single pipe or double pipe in the back available. We have also almost invisible fuel tank here, which is smaller aluminium or chrome, and bigger aluminium or chrome, almost not visible. What else we have here? Backing plate for hauling wood or lumber. We have option to choose catwalk with different sets of patterns. Preferably we could use one that fits with our steps here. Mudguard above wheels with Volvo logo in white or black, and a similar thing will go on the back. And here we have ton of options to choose from. In general we have three sets of mud flaps, as you can see, black, white or mixed. And then we have option to choose no arrow set, black arrow set with plastic, painted arrow set, which is painted on one side with black logotype of flow below on the side and black interior, or the same setup with white arrow flow detail, and then again double setup with painted sides, painted both sides of arrow set, which is internal and external ones, with black flow below and white flow below. Of course, each of those side skirt sets comes with all three versions of mudguards. So you can freely choose what do you want to drive. There is one more thing that we have left here, which is side mirror. We can choose mounting point for this, which is practically invisible. Black finish, paint finish with black stalk or silver or chromed stalk, and chromed. So we can definitely choose whatever we like in this and have fun with it. And then new thing for this track, let's insert our flow below setup. We have new wheel finish, which goes as hub cover. We have flow below in black. This is dedicated new look for Volvo. To comparison, old look of Freightliner is this. I'll put Freightliner's one here, or Volvo here. Volvo in front, Freightliner in the back. There is painted version. We can paint it, let's say red, or let's say red. We have also red painted Freightliner, and we have chrome version. There is also chrome version of Freightliner. Those are a little different. As you can see, the central hub is little different. Volvo ones looks little bigger, in my opinion. It might be mislook for me. And Volvo one has 5 dents, and Freightliner has only 4 dents. So those are new finishes for the wheels, and that will be all for this truck. So let's confirm this order. Let's check if we are fixed. Yes, we are fixed. So we will go and look on this truck in the parking lot. But first I will show you that. Okay, I can show you this. This is old Volvo VNL 2014, like it is called now. It has like rectangular finish here, and new Volvo VNL is more curved one here and there. And like I said, old Volvo comes also with 8x4 setup, so it's definitely more suitable for even a heavier cargo. And in addition, it goes with some additional lamps, which is not true for new VNL. In new VNL we don't have additional lamps. And the trailer is available only in form of standard box. Any shape, any kind, you can choose any wheels configuration. It will be available here as VNL 25 years, and it will change whatever you like here: longer, shorter, more wheels, less wheels, different configurations, but only this type of trailer. We have no options other than here. And this is timeline of Volvo events on the sides, some markings on the back, and there is VNL 25 years driving progress on the top with text changing the game, like on the side here. So this is dedicated Volvo trailer for that unique paint job for our Volvo. And there is nothing more here to watch. Of course, there is side skirt available in the same color, one or the second type, and you can also put guards, but unfortunately only Freightliner ones. It doesn't work with other. Probably because it's slightly different size of the wheel, so it's not possible to put Volvo covers on those wheels. Anyway, let's get back to our truck. Let's drive it. Let's listen to it. Let's view how it works. For start, there is no auxiliary lights available here. So high beams are on the bottom, low beams are on the top of lamps. Parking lights are both on the top, and V-shaped lamps here, but that doesn't change anything. And let's turn off those lights and turn off engine electrics. This is the original sound of Volvo. And the blinkers, as I said, bottom, side, and the back. Nothing fancy here. Lights, hide beams, nothing changes here. Horn, standard one, and horns on the top. Nothing special here. Standard setup. And let's turn off engine again and get back inside. We have standard cab, nothing special here, like I said, but restart this truck and turn off some lamps because we are getting in the shadow. We have blinkers that are working on the mirrors and of course on the dashboard, and the second one there is also on the mirror, almost not visible here. What else we have? Standard GPS, gearbox selector with digital information about gear, which is doubled on the dashboard. Basic information about trip distance, compass, total distance traveled, fuel consumption. On the other screens we have more details about fuel consumption, some temperatures, air pressure, more details about the current trip information, and some suspension information, which is not working as it should, or it's only static image, because as you can see it is working when you have cargo connected and there is showing something. We have differential lock. On the bottom right corner of digital display we have information about engine brake, and we have actual brake gauge on the right side, and pressure also in manometers on the bottom. So everything looks quite nice. Let's get back to the first screen and let's go into the road. Or how it's sounding, yeah. Let's turn off this map. The next thing I want to show you will be possible probably here. I will try to park next to those trucks here. I will try to move very close to this truck. As you can see on the side here, this yellow thing, I'll back up. There is nothing here right now. Black, a pillar, and then radar detected that there is something here. If I turn blinker, it will also notify me with audio. No audio because I'm not blinking, and audio with blinker. The same should be available for the left side, and sometimes this catches up also thing in before the truck, but not this case. Okay, let's turn back. Okay. We are getting close to this truck. Let's turn blinker to the left. And we should have also radar alert on the left side, but it didn't trigger it. Okay, let's go to the short trip, or we should change. Let's switch to the shorter one again, to my go-kart style. Not this option, guys. I want this option, and I want the shortest available here. This is my little bugger which I can tune into something very special. We have, for the shorter one, we have short and the long stacks, so little cosmetic difference are available here. Some things are missing, some things are marginally changed. And confirm, and let's go with this best engine. And again we can drive this very fast. We will catch him or not? Not. Let's drive here. And we can have some more fun with this little truck. Driving small circles, breaking things up like on the start of this video. And last thing that I have to show you is cruise control, which is visible on bottom left. And if we brake, then engine brake is turning on. Actually, we cannot hear the jake brake because it's so muffled up. There is nothing like this here. And here we have C-130 and some F-104 rudder jet plane. Anyway, this is everything from me for now, and we will see in the next video. Subscribe, share this video, leave a like, and goodbye.